All right, I'm Coach Weston. I'm here with Jermaine McElveen, former NFL player. And one of the things I want to ask you, Jermaine, throughout your playing career, going into the league, what is the biggest thing you found out about an aspect of strength and conditioning once you got in the NFL that you wasn't aware of before you got here?
Man, you really got to take care of your body, man. That really what separates guys is, man, going through camp, you put a lot in your body, man.
Right.
If you're not right conditionally, right, you're not gonna make it. You're not gonna make it. And you can't make the club until that's what they say.
Right.
So, man, having your body already prepared, going through the work in the off season, going through all that, man, it's gonna have you prepared for the season, man. And it's real big conditioning in the off season, man.
Okay. Now, another thing I want to ask you, if it was one piece of advice that you would give all of the kids out there from a social aspect in terms of handling life, family, girls, recruiting, that kind of stuff, what one piece of character advice would you give?
Oh man, with this day and age, it's kind of different when we play with all the social media,
right,
and the Instagram, the Twitter, because you can paint yourself on social media as a total different person,
right,
and you can damage yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I really, man, stay away from that stuff as much as you can. Don't have nothing negative on there to give somebody prejudgment about you. They don't even know you.
Right.
And man, the one thing, man, just believe in yourself, man. Don't let anybody tell you no, man.
All right. So you got there, folks. Manage the message. Watch what you're putting out there, man. I appreciate it, man.
Oh man, no problem.
All
man.
right.
All right, what's up, y'all? This Coach Harvey, Strength Coach Talk Show. I got my man Ant Smith here, NFL champ, and I got my man Coral Parks here. And I'm just gonna take a second to ask them a couple little questions. Appreciate them coming out to the Battle of the Trenches. It's our 4th year out here, Columbia High School, Decatur, Georgia. So let me start with Ant. Ant, if you could give any advice as far as the discipline that you had growing up to get you to where you are today, what would it be for the young people?
For the young guys out there, man, like Coach just said, that dedication, that persistency. It's all about wanting to be great. Like, you can talk about wanting to be great, but actually wanting to put in a process and go through the process of hard work, that's a lot. You know what I'm saying? That a lot of guys, when you finally face that challenge of breaking through that threshold that you got to break through in order to be great, a lot of guys back down from that and they back away from that. So it's all about being persistent, being consistent, and constantly telling yourself that you want to be great. It's all about what you want to be.
Okay. Yeah, because you had mentioned earlier when you talked to the kids about faith, and it sounds like that's that faith, that's that basis to be able to get that, consistency.
Yes, sir. That's my number one. My 3 keys to success: faith, vision, and envision. First, like you said, believing you can make it, hands down. Like Coach Julius always say, man, if somebody was to tell you the name on your back, want a name on your back, you would deny that to the death.
Right.
That's the same persistency you're supposed to have with your work ethic towards what you want to be in life.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? So
right.
if you got that same persistency, you will never fail.
Okay. Now, man, Cole, tell us a little bit about the steps it took for you to get to where you are to be able to get to the top level of being able to play this game.
I mean, it'd pretty much be the same thing, piggybacking off what Ant said. You know, a lot of times growing up, I was too small, but I had a big heart, and I had people in my corner that supported me no matter what I was doing. So, you know, not only being an important thing if you believing in yourself time and time again, but you got to find out what fuels your passion. And that's something that I fully believe in. I don't care if you're playing football, baseball, if you're just walking around this earth. You got to understand what you're passionate about in life. And that's a big search for a lot of people in life. And once I understood what fueled my passion, a lot of the times it was easy for me to do it. So, you know, being told I was too small, I wasn't fast enough, I wasn't strong enough, even though some of those were lies, I felt that there was a time for me to prove people wrong. So a lot of the time what fueled me to do so was being told that I couldn't do something. And still to this day, I love being told what I can't do because it gives me that drive and that energy to be able to say, you know what, I'm gonna prove this person wrong. And it can be a gift and a curse at the same time, but a lot of times it was more gifted for me than it was a curse, just knowing that I got, you know, a family back at home that invested and did certain things with me. I got a community, you know, back in the area that, you know, doing the same thing. And no more than that, I got brothers around me like Aunt Julius and guys like that who all want to see each other succeed. So even, you know, what a lot of people don't know, you're battling with guys in the same locker room that you are battling to play games with. Yeah. So I'm on a job interview the same way he on one. And I can make the team and it be the reason he not make the team and vice versa. Gotcha. But also understanding that and lifting each other and doing what we need to do, that we'll all have success. So it's definitely about having a strong support and team around you, but also, like you say, understanding what fuels your passion. If you understand that, what fuels it, but not only that, but what you're passionate about. Because what you're passionate about, you'll do it for free. And I never had the vision to actually play in the NFL, because I went, the other route. I went small school.
Gotcha.
Had some, trials and tribulation with that. Kind of had the passion of football taken away from me because of coaches. But I got that chance to go back out and find it, and then football came through, and playing 9 years and actually finding my passion to want to give back to these kids and make sure they don't go through the same trials and tribulations and things that we went through.
That's what's up. Well, hey guys, we appreciate you guys coming out. Check it out at Strength Coach Talk Show on YouTube, and you can check us out on Strength Coach Talk Show Instagram. We'll have the full interviews. We'll have all the interviews with everybody. We'll have all the footage from the camp. And hey, inform, educate, motivate. Hey, Cor, thank you. All right.
Appreciate it. Hey, shout out to the Strength Coach Talk Show.
Yes, sir. That's it. Hard work, make it happen, baby.
All right, what's up, folks? How you doing? This is Coach Ronnie again, and we're with the Strength Coach Talk Show at the Battle of the Trenches Elite Football Camp. Now, this is the 4th annual football camp, and this is half of the mastermind that put this together. I was here last year, had a great time, and I just want to ask Julius Williams, by the way, Julius Williams, 7-year NFL veteran?
Yeah, NFL and CFL together. Yeah.
I'm gonna ask Julius, just flat out, how did the camp work for you today?
The camp went great. I think being able to come out here and to see guys as young as the age 5, to come out in a camp setting. We always set it up like pro style. We do a lot of the same drills that the NFL players do, in like mini camps and OTAs and stuff like that. So just being able to give that knowledge, and I think we might have had about 10 or 12 guys come out to play in the league. Guys like yourself come out to give their knowledge and give back to our community was great. I think we had a great turnout and it went well.
Awesome. What you got, Coach?
Well, Jules, let me ask you, what do you think is the biggest value that you get out of this, and what would you be able to say you can give back internally?
Well, I think the biggest value that I take away is just to be able to get out here with the kids and help them understand that, especially for myself, I come from the same place.
Gotcha.
I didn't go to this high school, but I went to a high school that's not even 5 minutes away.
Okay.
It's in Towers High School, so the reason we choose this neighborhood, because this is a low income,
Gotcha.
What they would call urban, neighborhood. So a lot of these kids, they wouldn't get the opportunity, as a kid that lives in Johns Creek, or who may live in a place where they can afford to go to a camp that costs $100, the FBU camps that cost $500.
Yeah.
So we want to come out and give that same environment to these kids and just helping them believe, telling them that, hey man, I walk these same streets you walk, I walked up the main street out here is Glenwood Road,
right.
So I walked up and down Glenwood the same way your brother and sister and uncles and aunts and walked up the same neighborhood. So if I can walk these same streets and I can go to the NFL and I can go to college and graduate with a degree, and I can travel the world and start businesses, you can do it as well.
That's right.
So I think that's my biggest takeaway, man, just seeing the kids and helping them to believe,
Thank you. Well, we appreciate you, man.
I know.
And we thank you for inviting us out.
For sure, definitely.
Okay, that's Julius. This is the Strength Coach Talk Show. We are signing out, folks. You guys have a great weekend. We'll see you really soon.
Yes, sir.
Peace.